The views and opinions expressed by the hosts and guests do not necessarily state or reflect those of the company and its management. Furthermore, the assumptions, views, opinions, and insinuations made by the host and guests do not reflect those of the show, the management, and the network. In addition, all copyrighted material is used without permission and will be removed with notification from the rightful owners or their agent. So there.
From the deepest depths of the interweb to all the ships at sea.
You found Just Killing Time on Radio TFI.
John Shannon, Bill Fancher, Ed Van Ness. Join the conversation. You can reach the guys at 754-800-CHAT, 754-800-2428. On social media, search for Radio TFI USA. From a payphone, call collect.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
My fellow Americans, our long national nightmare is over.
Well, good morning, kids and kittens. It is still not John Shannon. I am Ed Van Ness from high atop the Radio TFI Executive Tower in Queens, New York. You found Just Killing Time on Radio TFI and Radio TFI streaming network. It is Sunday, July 28, 2024, if you're scoring at home or even if you're alone. Joining me today, as always, from it's the 1971 Beverly, West Virginia, Little Miss Beverly, Bill Fancher. Good morning, Bill. How are you today?
Yay, me.
Okay, we're once again
we'll find out shortly, won't we?
We're experiencing technical difficulties. There's a delay between Bill and I. So bear with us. We're hoping this will all work itself out. We apologize for last week. We had to cut the show short because we couldn't even maintain our video. We are seeking alternatives to this. So again, we appreciate you joining us and dealing with it. Hashtag Big Time Professional Radio. We are hopeful to hear from our good pal John Shannon this morning. We're going to reach out to him. We're very interested to hear what he has to say. And speaking of John Shannon, what other way would we start this week than to do his favorite bit? Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the stock market report. It's the Radio TFI Market Watch brought to you by Pete and Tony's. Down by the high. We were closed the week at $64.40, down $2.91. Lip closed the week at $12.23, down 11 cents. Still can't buy it with that. Tesla closed the week at $219.80, down $19.40, the same year forward. And finally, getting to the Trump stock. Trump stocks closed at $31.45, down $3.54. Pete Tony's has a new item. We're going to show you the new advertising they have for it.
The Trunk Monkey Theft Retrieval System. Because sometimes getting your car back is simply not enough. Another revolutionary idea. Pending approval by Department of Agriculture.
It's the Trunk Monkey, brought to you by Pete and Tony's. They'll for details go to any of the Pete and Tony's locations, because they're all down by the highway, because where else would they be? That concludes the Radio TFI Market Watch. much for this. It's Pete and Tony's they're expanding out now. Yeah,
They're ramping it up, aren't they?
they are. They're not monkeying around anymore, so to speak. If I may be so bold as to see the delay is interesting there because Bill. See, there's the technical delay we're having for the words to get the bill, and then there's the delay he has before he finally gets the joke. So it could be pack a lunch today. Pack a lunch. Bill, how was your week this week?
Oh, no kidding. There, I feel better.
Okay, Bill feels better, or we didn't get an answer to the question, but he got his back scratched. How was your week, sir?
The employees are acting up, so
Well, Bill being retired and all, he has his staff of. I don't know if staff is the right word or is it's borderline slavery. It is borderline, from what I understand.
I got a staff of trunk monkeys.
You wish you had anybody as good as the trunk monkeys on your staff. There's a lot that happened this last week. Not the least of which was we got off
I
the
thought
air.
it was funny,
and,
so okay.
Okay, well, there you go. I love this delay.
Yes.
So we got off the air, and I started tending to some things, and I was distracted. I didn't pay much attention to the news last week, and then I get a phone call from our esteemed, learned Mr. Fancher here. Joe Biden quit the race. Apparently, the fact that we had all those technical difficulties, I believe that was the last straw that Biden. What?
Yep.
They're not doing a full 2-hour show? That's it. Stop the presses. And look, I think I speak. See ya. That's it. I'm out. What? There's no full Just Killing Time show this morning? My goodness. By the way, if you'd like to join us, you can comment if you're watching on YouTube. If you're not watching on YouTube, go to YouTube and comment, like, and subscribe. But in all seriousness, Bill called me later that afternoon, and I had no idea. I had no idea that he had finally decided to drop out of the race. And it's been a very interesting week, because who's the old guy in the race now, Bill?
Yeah. What a coincidence. The old KFC. Is it the Colonel?
Yeah. Well, I, for one, I'm. There's a part of me that's happy he did it. There's a part of me that's saddened that he did it. But I think when you take it all into account, I love this timing. Right after the Republican National Convention. Boy, did he take the wind out of their sails. Man, oh man. Man, oh man.
Yes, he did.
All the things we've learned about J.D. Vance in the past week. I think I think the only thing Trump regrets more is acknowledging that Eric is his son right now. I don't think there's but getting back to Biden dropping out of the race. I'm now that a week has gone by, I'm kind of happy to hear it. It gives him time now. He can focus on doing his job. I mean, and let's face it, he's not a young man. He's not a young man. None of us are getting any younger. So he can focus on that. And now again, Trump can deal with being the old addled one in the race. And I think Kamala is going to do fine. I am, as soon as I heard all this news, first name that popped in my head for VP. I like Mayor Pete. I don't think there's any other choice.
Yep.
I honestly, I am not knocking any of the other names that are being thrown around, but I think, and it has nothing to do with him being gay or anything like that. I just think he's the next man for the job. I I think with
He's very professional, very even keeled.
yes, and I think
And
this is the
I just I just think it would be the right choice. You're not taking anybody away from a current job,
exactly.
because the Secretary of Transportation, he can still do that while campaigning. And I feel that was the whole problem with Biden, was the fact that I I have no doubts he can do the job. Just all the campaigning would really wear on him.
Well, it wears on a lot of people, let alone an 81-year-old. So
Hmm.
you can't dispute that. I just think it sets up the Democrats nicely for a nice 16-year run.
Oh,
You know,
absolutely.
Kamala 2 terms, Pete 2 terms. That's a lot more realistic than the MAGA JFK Jr. Or having all the Trump kids.
Yeah.
And by the way, now that this is, uh, I mean, they're out there, they're boohooing. Oh well, they're upset now that Biden's out of the race. Now they want Biden back in the race. They're going to sue to get Biden back in the race because right
Yeah.
now
Good
Trump
luck with that.
Trump is the fool. And, and let's take a little bitty look at. I believe this is from our friends at the Lincoln Project. Take a look at this.
People, when I wanted to refute it, they said, "Sir, don't dignify it with a rebuttal."
Have you been noticing peculiar behavior recently in someone you know?
Carried out by
Someone who mixes fiction and reality?
the late great Hannibal Lecter. He's a wonderful man.
Perhaps someone of advanced age you have known for years.
Did you just see Maduro, Venezuela? It's unbelievable, Venezuela.
Of course, we all have our goofs. But consistently odd behavior can be a sign of frontotemporal dementia, a degenerative disease of the frontal and temporal lobes of the brain that dramatically impairs cognitive function. And there are some key signs to look out for, like slurring words,
The failing New York Times by really anonymous.
struggling to find the correct words is another sign.
The Mueller report, I wish, covered the oranges of the investigation.
You may also notice someone veering into incoherent ideas, detached from reality.
You know what I'd do if there was a shark or you get electrocuted? I'll take electrocution every single time. I'm not getting near the shark.
Or an inability to complete simple sentences.
Saudi Arabia and Russia will repeat.
Other notable symptoms include impaired motor function, such as a wavering limb, and decreased balance, often accompanied by a signature lean or arched stance. If someone you know is demonstrating several or all of these symptoms, they are seriously unwell. As a matter of safety, they must be relieved of critical responsibilities and disqualified from any position of authority. Remember, frontotemporal dementia is a degenerative disease. Cognitive function will never return and will only deteriorate further. Don't ignore the signs.
Well, there you have it. I think that really lays it all out there. Again, it's going to make it even more. It's going to make it clearer. Look, he's we got a lot. We're going to be throwing a lot.
Where's
of
my
crap at Trump.
oranges?
Yeah, it's the oranges of the Mueller report. Getting back to Biden resigning, Mark Hamill, he of Star Wars fame, Luke Skywalker. He had this to say, and it's a great tweet. This is from Mark Hamill. The emotional whiplash between Joe's withdrawal on Saturday to realizing we're going to elect the first woman of color as our next president is probably the closest you'll ever get to knowing what it feels like to make the jump to hyperspace. I think he meant Sunday, but that's okay.
That'll work.
That's okay.
Yeah.
So now the maggots are out there and they're screaming and yelling about Kamala, or however they're mispronouncing her name, and this will be their big thing. They'll
Kamala.
I saw Kamala, and Trump put out one of his Truth Social thingies where, when referring to President Obama, he puts out his full name, Barack Hussein Obama, because Hussein is still going to be associated with Saddam Hussein. And remember, he was named that long before Saddam Hussein was a public figure, a known figure. One of the things that they've started going on about is the fact that they're referring now to cat ladies. Because Kamala doesn't have a technical difficulty there. We're back, kids and kittens, on the StreamYard. Thanks for playing our game. Again, we're going to muscle through this. You may or may not hear us keep talking because we're still broadcasting on the radio. If you go to radiotfi.com, you can find the live audio. Also, if you can download the app, look for Radio TFI in your app stores. Look for the big yellow logo that'll get you, and you can tune into us right now, either audio and or video. But we're going to keep moving on here, and here we go. Again, they're going on about her being childless and not having any biological children. Well, one, she's co-parent with her husband with his child from her first marriage. Okay, and she's in her 20s now. And this was interesting that I found. And for those of you keeping count, here are the following presidents who did not have biological children: George Washington, James Madison, Andrew Jackson, James Polk, James Buchanan, and Warren Harding. And not a single president has ever birthed a child. So there. Not one president has ever given birth. Take that to the bank and run around the lobby with it.
Yeah, I sure as hell hope not.
So
Although Nixon did have a cow, but other than that,
he did. But but that doesn't really count in what we're going for here. So, excuse me.
No.
So here we are. We've she's raised a ton of money. There are people signing up, registering to vote. Something interesting I read the other day. Guess who's getting involved now? The Swifties. The Taylor Swift people. Yeah, once they get up in there, that's
the end right there.
I think so. But it doesn't change the fact that we all still need to get out there and vote come November, or vote by mail, vote early. Don't let this too many sporting events have been lost when it's, oh geez, we're up by 28 points going into the fourth quarter. How do I know that? I watched the Dolphins do it last year, or the year before. Down by 2 touchdowns, up by 2 touchdowns plus, and still lost the flipping game. No, we play till the end. We play till the end. So please, as good as things are looking for us right now, and even the polls, which I'm hesitant to believe these days, basically have them in a statistical tie.
What do the
And,
Polish have
and
to do
keep in
with
mind,
it?
these are the polls themselves have nothing to do with it, but they've been asking people about
Oh,
which way they
okay.
want to go. All right, and that's your one shot with that joke. Put it away. Don't use it again. You might speak too soon with that one. You might have want to wait until October for that one. Hey, you do you, pal. You do you.
Hey,
Anyway, let's take a look at the people that are voting for Trump. Take a look. Take a listen.
Okay, Trump 24 or before. What does that mean to you?
He's already president. He's already president. He's our president.
Meaning Donald Trump is president now.
He's president now. I believe he is.
How would that work? Because Joe Biden has been the president, right? It is the
been the president. Obama said that he would like to run a third term if he could sit in his basement and call the shots, and that's exactly what he's doing.
But you just said that it's Obama's third term, but also that Trump is president.
He's calling the shots of all this mess that's going on right now and all the disasters that he's caused. Yeah.
But how is Obama calling the shots if Trump is still president?
Obama is sitting back and telling Biden what to do.
Well, what is Biden if he's not the president?
He's a bumbling fool right now.
But why would it matter if Obama was telling Biden what to do if Biden's not president?
Say that again.
Why would it matter if Obama was telling Biden what to do if Biden wasn't president?
To quote Ralph Cramden, humana, 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 humana. They talk themselves into circles that they can't possibly figure their way out of. This, ladies and gentlemen, this is who we are up against. Just go out and vote. There's you don't have to, just the one time. Well, I don't mean just the
how
one
do I
time.
know it's true? Because an orange man in Florida told me it's true.
That's absolutely correct. You know, speaking of the orange man, have you seen there's some pictures that have been making their way around of the ear. I've seen one photograph with him just with a regular Band-Aid on it, and other photos where there's nothing.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And it turns out the only thing Donald Trump and I have in common is that neither one of us were shot in the ear. I've seen ballistic tests. They did tests on a ballistic gel head, with a sniper or some, and they nicked the ear with the bullet. And the thing just disappears. I mean, there's no way he got nicked by a bullet.
And a blown his ear right off his head.
Clean off. Would have blown it clean off. But so far, the only quote unquote medical person we've heard from is the no longer a doctor, drunk Ronnie Jackson, former White House physician, former doctor, current congressman out of Tejas. You guys got a lot of work to do, Bill.
Out of my mass precinct.
I don't. That's right? He is yours, isn't he? He's your
yes,
responsibility.
He is. He's not mine.
Yes,
but
he is. Well,
I didn't vote
he's in
for
your
him.
district. He's your representative.
Yeah, he's my.
Don't matter. He's still your representative.
District. He's still a dumbass.
That doesn't. It means nothing. He's your representative. Meanwhile, I got AOC, so there. I'm a happy man. I got AOC, man. That's
I'm moving. I'm moving.
I'm waiting
to
for her
Dallas
to come door
and
to
have
door.
Jasmine Crockett for me.
Ah, there you go. Now you're talking. Is that her district, Dallas?
I believe it is. It's that area. So
I speaking of getting back briefly to Trump's ear and what's left of it. Somebody put this out there from the ghost of John McCain. Trump's not a hero. He thinks he's a hero because his ear was nicked. I like people who didn't have their ear nicked. Again, from the ghost of John McCain. There you go. It took a second. I got a couple more things about the assassination attempt. Let's see. This shooting was the first high-profile assassination attempt in the United States since Donald Trump tried to take out Mike Pence. And I think did I have another one? I think I have another one. Oh, by the way, speaking of, and I know I'm. Oh, here's the other one. Why do they show up with ear bandages for Trump and solidarity, but when it comes to school kids, they show up with rifle pins to Congress?
exactly. How about gun control now?
Yeah. They're not. Oh no, it's too soon. It's too soon. We can't talk about it. We, that's not my. And again, we'll hop back on this. I don't think anybody, even myself, nobody's asking for a complete ban on guns.
No,
we just need common sense laws, and we need to charge $5,000 for. I mean, come on, you got to make it. It's just too easy. It's just too easy these days.
I gotta put my bullets on layaway.
Exactly the same gun that was used to take the shots at Trump. Same ones they keep walking into schools with. The same ones. All those cops in Uvalde were too afraid to go up against to save children. So, once again, your state, Bill.
Just pitch a tear gas grenade in there and go from there.
Yeah, well, it's
oh, but you can't do that to the poor little childrens.
The childrens, yeah. Well, I misspoke a little bit just not too long ago, and I said you only have to vote once. I didn't mean that. I mean we have to keep voting down the line as the years go on. What? Bill, I misspoke. At least I copped to it.
Yeah, vote early, vote often.
Often, yeah, sure. No, we're all for the Chicago thing. Manly, over there were like eight generations of Mayor Daley in Chicago.
Really?
At least three. But no. I would never suggest only have to vote this one time, and then it won't matter. Unlike, just watch this or listen to this.
And again, Christians, get out and vote just this time. You won't have to do it anymore. 4 more years, you know what? It'll be fixed. It'll be fine. You won't have to vote anymore, my beautiful Christians. I love you, Christians. I'm a Christian. I love you. Get out. You got to get out and vote. In 4 years, you don't have to vote again. We'll have it fixed so good you're not going to have to vote.
Yeah.
My Christians.
Yeah, he'll fix it. We won't have to vote. We won't have to vote anymore.
Nope, not going to have to vote no more. I keep thinking of Clemenza and The Godfather. Ain't going to see him no more.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure in there, does he say, I'm not Christian?
I thought he said, I'm not Christian.
I mean, they buy into this. I mean, he's
well, because I don't think the Antichrist can actually admit that he's Christian.
I don't. Well, I don't know what those rules are. I don't think those rules matter because we're just human beings.
His tongue will burn.
You know, people keep asking, is America ready for a woman president or a gay president? Well, I've never asked is anyone in America is ready for an incompetent, vindictive, mentally unstable, misogynistic, homophobic, racist, traitorous egomaniac, and yet here we are, and the Christians are all for it. They're all for it. If you don't look like me or even Bill, they're ready to throw you to the lions. And they
And do they
we
not
have to
understand it
just,
was the Christians that were being thrown to
not.
the lions?
I don't think they remember that part.
No, they don't remember that.
So the thing here is, people don't learn their lessons. And
No.
Speaking of lessons and learned,
I will not be voting for either candidate. I am going to write in Nikki Haley's name.
Why are you doing that?
Because she's still my favorite candidate and I think would do a great job. And she's my choice and that's how I'm going to express it. I've got plenty to do in my Senate job and that's my focus rather than presidential politics.
Do you think that your vote counts in the presidency?
Well, ultimately, I have to do what I think is right. I publicly endorse Nikki Haley, and I very much wanted her to win.
Okay. I don't know if you're frozen, Ed, or if you're just in.
Oh, what do you know?
disbelief.
We went on a video blackout there, but that's okay. Same thing to you Maine folks.
Does she not have
you Maine folks? What the hell? Why is she full?
I don't
Holy
know.
smokes! Good thing she's in the right state to get some maple syrup. My God, this woman is. I mean, sure, she endorsed Nikki Haley. Nikki Haley's out of the race. She's out. That's it. Move on.
Yeah.
She is.
So
She is
I'm
such
gonna
a.
vote for nobody.
I don't understand how to. That's right. Because I can't say I'm going to vote for Trump. And by the way, of course, we all know she's going to vote.
Oh, she will.
For Trump. I don't believe a word that comes out of that one. That's Susan, if we didn't make that clear. Excuse me. But she's not fooling anybody. She's not fooling. She is so far up Trump's butt. She's up there doing a colonoscopy. Hey now.
She's blinking his eyes
what
for
do you know?
him.
You know what I just realized? No. For the you folks tuning into the on the radio. We're coming in back and in and out our video here, so the audio is now broadcasting on the radio. I need help. Maybe send some of your staff people over here. You know. All right. I think we've hit that moment of silence. By the way, since it popped up in an early video. Right, Bill. Don't forget. Hold your hand up.
Well, hell, my arm's tired already.
My apologies. We're having. We got one more. one more we're going to play here because, oh boy, I want to talk about this. Let's talk about it.
Prisons and jails,
Cognitive
mental
imbalance.
institutions, and insane asylums. You know, they go crazy when I say the late, great Hannibal Lecter. Okay, they say, why would he mention Hannibal Lecter? He must be cognitively in trouble. No, these are real stories. Hannibal Lecter from Silence of the Lamb. He's a lovely man. He wants to have you for dinner. He'd like to have you for dinner.
All right. So what he's done here, he's latched onto one punchline.
Exactly.
He'd like to have you. Okay, we all get it. Hannibal the cannibal. You keep using that joke, but you also keep speaking about the man as if, you know,
He was real.
he's still around, as if he's alive, as if he was real. I mean, he's no Frederick Douglass, but you know, it's, speaking of Fred Frederick Douglass, they're saying that J.D. Vance took Tim Scott's black job. And again, that's just to throw that in there.
Oh.
Now, Bill, what have you?
Ouch.
I've only done a wee bit of reading up on this. What do you know about J.D. Vance and his association with, or his affection for sofas, for couches?
I don't know. He's got some predilection for these things. I don't know. Are they reclining sofas, power sofas? I don't know. Apparently he likes to hump sofas. To each their own.
To each their own. It is. You're not wrong. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Right now, we're gonna.
I don't know how that sofa is going to have
hang
any
on
chillers.
a second because we're going to. Yeah, well, it'll have a love seat. Stand by. I'm making a
an ottoman.
That doesn't seem to. Ottoman. All right, stand by, everybody, because we're getting somebody on the line here. Stand by, my friend.
No.
I'm going to bring you in now. Just stand by. Oh yes. Oh yes.
What was that?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Why not?
Young Mr. Shannon, good morning, sir. How
Yeah.
are you?
Good morning. What's happening?
Well, you tell us. How you doing, pal? People miss you.
Yeah. They didn't shoot well enough. They missed me.
Yeah. So how's your day going today, my
But
friend?
I'm fine.
All right, John.
Well, went through the normal crap that you'd expect at a hospital.
All right, John, do you want to talk to the folks out there about what's going on, or you just want to play it low key for now?
All right, here's what happened. Here's what happened, basically. I had to go to the hospital because of a extreme sugar spike, where I was a bit confused and what have you. Diane called an ambulance in for me to have me checked out. They brought me to the hospital where I had a stroke. So I had suffered the stroke. It is what it is. It wasn't, I have no idea, I was laying there and probably not aware where I was or any of that, but hey. But I'm doing okay now. Physically, not so. I'm physically sucking wind. It's hard to use my left arm, which sucks. It's bad because I'm a born lefty, but I can't use left arm. Use the right arm, okay. I can use my right leg to push myself off and what have you, but right now using the left leg is a little bit of a challenge. But that's about it right now.
Find your oranges.
All right, so
Oh,
well,
what'd you say, Bill?
I said, find your oranges.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, right.
Well, you
Although
had to
that
be
sounds
watching
pretty
earlier.
good. I'll have to make a note.
Yes.
And how we all right, so now you're out of the hospital but you're not at home yet, correct?
No, I'm into a rehabilitation hospital right now.
So when do they believe that you'll be tap dancing again?
I haven't asked them, but they're going to make me go through physical therapy. I'm going to go through all kinds of stuff like that. Occupational therapy, speech therapy,
speech pathology,
the like. We're going to make sure I don't choke on my food while I'm eating.
Exactly.
So we wouldn't want that.
Bill, did you say something there?
Yeah, I said it's a speech pathology and probably a swallowing function. All these things that I've seen over my years, and yeah, you're gonna get to go up close and personal
Right.
with them.
And John, just so you know,
Oh yeah, I already have, as a matter of fact.
John, just so you know, it is hashtag big time professional radio here today. We're having massive technical
And what else did they expect from us?
Very little. Very little.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know, but just don't say
we
shit.
haven't let them down.
We have not.
No, just don't say shit.
Just don't.
Fine, one credit for violation of the verbal parameters.
What's your language, you bud? We're on the air.
Gone weeks.
Oh.
Shannon's back for 2 minutes. 2 minutes, and we got to drag that out again. Well, it's good to hear you, John. I mean, although we've been speaking over the past couple of weeks, and it's I'm very, very happy that you're feeling well.
Are you really sure that you were happy to be speaking with me?
I wasn't happy last night. I'm happy today. I wasn't happy last night.
Look, I'm going to make this very clear. If you didn't know already, if you think I was an asshole before I started this, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Oh, you've confirmed it. There's no question. That's matter of fact, I'll be shipping out the new preparation H shampoo because that's how big of a poo-poo head you are.
We're gonna start calling Johnny the Chupacabra.
Out again. The audio. There you go. A bit here. Or you just want to kick back and listen?
What was the question? Stick back and listen. What?
I said you want to stick around. You want to stick around for a little bit.
I'll stick around for seriously. No, I do hang around.
All right. So let's, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, did I play it? I don't think I played it. But in case I didn't, He's back with a vengeance. So
that's my baby.
That's your baby. He's got to be what, 10 years old now? My goodness, he's going to be a big boy.
Shit.
Here we
At
go.
least.
Here we go.
You are fined 1 credit for violation of the verbal parameters.
What's your language, sir? We're on the air.
Well, shit, that was all right. He
No
said
medical
shit
passes
over
on
something
the,
like that. And that's just,
If I
you
had
can't give him any more shit than he's already in.
You are fined 1 credit for violation of the verbal parameters.
What's your language, bud? We're on the air.
Right now, we're just shy of how far we made it last week. I don't mind going for the record here. Knock it off, Bill.
Just keep your finger on the button.
Because you're going to get this one going. Oh, I got something on the button. You can rest assured.
Come on,
that.
dog.
He's glued to the damn button.
That's
Look,
it.
We have an elderly dementia patient on the phone. Let's not get him any more worked up. He thinks it's 1973, for goodness sake. And he thinks he's...
Hey, that was a good year, so...
Yeah, what the
You don't
hell,
remember
man?
that. No, you remember that. You don't remember what you had for breakfast this morning. That's...
Well, what's the problem with that?
No, I remember stuff from the childhood. I remember stuff from previous stuff that had happened to me.
How about from
remember that.
How about from past
Just
lives?
because I can't remember my damn PIN number and my phone. Just because I can't remember that. By the way, I'm selecting help here.
Yeah, if anybody knows how to figure out the
But no,
password.
I phone. If anybody knows
And for
how to figure out
everybody listening out there,
passwords
for everybody listening out there, no, I did not take Johnny back to Kansas City.
You know, you're the only two guys who I barely get that joke.
That's all that matters.
John had a stroke in Kansas City when they went to it. Spent a little time in the hospital, and then he was. He does that. That's part track on. John? Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, I didn't understand what you...
Join the crowd. Nobody.
You said
Nobody
something about
does.
home version.
No,
Yeah, just
no.
let it go. It's not that important.
Yeah, it's not important.
Nobody listens. That's
that is the
deal, Ed.
There's no question about that. I will grant you that. Oh, so moving on with the show here, we what's your take on Oh, I think we have lost John. We'll try to get him back here in just a couple of minutes. He's
been lost for years.
Hung up. Phone line is still working. I'll try to get him back. We have about 10 minutes to the break, so I'll try and get him back during the break. So anyway, where was I, Bill? Help me out here.
He's doing his Amelia Earhart impression.
Yeah, what's this? What are you, a child? He shows up and now suddenly you're going to start swearing like a drunken sailor? My goodness. You've been fine for the past couple of weeks.
So that should let you know who the instigator is in all of this.
Well, I mean, come on. And then you start going. He starts going. He goes for the big money word. He doesn't.
Yes, Yes, he does. John goes for high
Why
dollar
does he?
words.
He doesn't monkey around, so to speak. And why? Because it ticks me off. That is the only reason you guys do this, is to get under my skin. Am I wrong?
Does it work?
Am I wrong? Of course it works. I'm so flippin' annoyed right now. I'm so flippin' annoyed. I'm spitting bullets.
Well, be
I am
careful.
so
It'll hit
glad
your
that
ear.
I'm so glad my pain amuses you, you people.
Isn't that the case with everybody? You know, you're walking down the street, somebody trips and falls. Oh, the first thing you do is laugh. Then you go help and pick them up.
Well, that is certainly true of your friends. There is
Well,
nothing funnier
exactly.
than watching your friends in pain and torment,
I was
and
playing
then
golf
thinking the rest
one day
of their
with
lives.
I was playing golf with my buddies one day, and I hit a shot, and my knee gave out, and I rolled down the hill, and they all just stood up there looking down at me, laughing. So,
Now that's funny. That's funny.
well, of
That's
course
some
it
funny stuff,
is.
without question. Go ahead.
I'm,
Go ahead,
I'm
Bill.
done.
Keep going.
I'm done.
Oh, okay. So I can continue on now.
Yes, go ahead.
By the way, if you'd like to call us, the phone line is available right now, 754-800-CHAT, 754
Good luck.
800-2428. Good luck. I don't think it's the phone line that was the problem. I think John accidentally hung up
He's got a
because he
propensity for
was
that here.
well, let's not go into that. That was a private moment. Sorry. Personal private moments where John and I had a little discussion last night about his appearance on the show today, and suffice it to say, it wasn't all peaches and cream.
No, it
But
were not.
we sorted it out because we're a rational, mature adults, and we were able to work this out. By the way, I want to show something apropos of nothing. I want to show a map here that I
New
pulled
York
up
City.
of New York City. And oh my god! Last night I got a phone call. Let me tell this story before I go into this. So last night I get one of the 8,000 phone calls from Bill because, as we know, I have to give Bill his opinions. So this last phone call devolved very quickly into Bill sitting at a 45-year-old computer using AOL, I believe, asking me about New York City geography, and I was trying to explain it to him. He couldn't find Staten Island. I tried to explain to him Manhattan is not a neighborhood; it's an island. And he had like 1,000 questions. He was a 4-year-old, and even though I would answer questions, he would still, in the next breath, just get it wrong again. I didn't expect him to. He was very puzzled when I gave him a fact that is a great little trivia question. What distinguishes the Bronx from the other 4 boroughs of New York City? And it's not just the fact that it has the it just doesn't have the in front of it. It's because it's the only part of New York City actually connected to the continental United States. Bill had a problem with that. And I'm getting text messages now. So I have to try to do this. And we went on and on and on about different parts of Manhattan that Bill just didn't believe were that's not a part of. No, it's not. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm pretty confident. Pretty confident. And you know, discussions about Long Island, which pains me to no end. I can't.
Long Island.
I've Long Island. I'm on Long Island. Don't mess with me, you bastard. Come on, Saul. He wanted to talk
Come
about
on,
early
Saul.
bird special.
Oh, you
Let's go.
started the early bird specials.
We got to beat the traffic. It's they raised the price after 6 o'clock. Eh. And I don't know where I'm going with this. Bill's got
There's no
me.
place to
I
go.
was gonna show.
There's right into the Hudson
There is
River.
no place. I grew up 2 blocks from the Hudson River. 2 blocks.
There you go.
I could come out my door, look to my left, come out of my building, look to the left. There was the Hudson River.
Uh-huh.
Did I answer? Did I
Okay.
answer all your New York geography questions?
Yeah,
Huh?
it was like going back to. It was like going back to school.
Yeah, I'll bet it was. I'll just bet it was. You've got me so fakatka here that I don't even know what I'm doing right now, and I didn't have anything set up. You guys are driving me crazy. It's cuckoo
Shizer.
time, and I'm just trying to kill time here until the gong comes. I had to set up the gong. I didn't have the gong.
Apparently.
That's okay. We're good. So I want to go back to showing this map.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
There we go. Okay,
Where
this
he
map
owes money.
is where Trump owes money, and it's just incredible. You get down into Texas, Arizona, New Mexico. He is just. They'll never have him back. That's why now all of his events are like on the beach and in fields, and there's no jumbotrons, there's no big TVs for them to look at, or nothing like that. And it's just an interesting map I came across that I thought would be. I mean, it's not a map of New York City, and we're going to
I was
spend
going to
hour
say
number 3 going.
New York City wins hands down.
Yeah, so they want no part of him here. So it's been a very interesting hour. We apologize for all the technical difficulties. We're trying to work through that. I spent the week trying to work that out, and we're looking for alternatives to StreamYard. Nothing personal to StreamYard, but you were good while it lasted, and now it's every week now we're having video trouble.
Piece of
flotsam and jetsam.
That's it.
Can't have one without the other. You cannot have one without. So
Odds
anyway,
and
we're getting
ends.
ready to. We're rounding third here, and we're getting ready to slide into home.
Waved in.
Or we may
waved.
being waved in.
Here comes the
and
throw.
we're thinking,
Play it. It's going to be close.
Do we slide or do we run right into Ray Fosse? What is the?
Oh no, run into Ray
there's
Fosse.
a deep.
That's
there's
a
a deep cut reference. You gotta be old like us to really understand that one.
At least.
At least. All-Star game. Remember that.
Come on, there we go.
Not a
Oh, safe at the plate. Safe.
Down. Keep it down. We don't want to upset.
Sorry.
We
don't want to upset StreamYard.
That's right. All right, kids and kittens. Bill's going to dance here in honor of the Olympics. We have a pancake. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. I'm just killing time. Dance, Bill. Dance.
TFI.
You found Just Killing Time
I'm the hootin'est, tootin'est, shootin'est, bobtail wildcat in the West.
on Radio TFI. Join the conversation. You can reach the guys at 754-800-CHAT, 754-800-2428. On social media, search for Radio TFI USA. From a payphone, call collect.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
The Penguin and his 10 goons are plotting in a back room. Pow, crash, boom, bam. In leaps the Batman, making life safe again for all the Gotham citizens. He's so bitchin', he's so brave. It's back to the Batcave. He's got cool and savoir faire in his cape and cowl and his gray underwear. Who is the hero that we like best? Gotta be the Batman, gotta be Adam West. Adam West. I always cheer, I always squeal when he cries out
To the Batmobile.
Commissioner's on the bat phone talking to the duo. Joker has escaped again, they've just to learn. Gotta rev it up, emergency bat turn. Each bad guy, he always guess. How does he stay dry? He never sweats. Which antiperspirant does he like best? Gotta ask the Batman, gotta ask Adam West. Adam West. You can have your Mr. Spock, you can have your Superman, you can have your Ronald Reagan, you can be an Elvis fan. Sure, they're heroic, sure, they astound, but they can't hold a candle to the baddest guy around. You see him at conventions and shopping malls, meeting all his fans, he sure got guts. I comb the TV guide for Batman Fests, tuning into Batman, tuning into Adam West. Adam West. Adam West. Adam West. Adam West. I'll give myself a bat suit, then I'll be looking real cute. I'll somersault all over town, I'll find Catwoman, we'll get down. I'll build my arms, I'll pad my chest so I can look like Adam West. He'll be the hero of the nation for a zillion generations. He's got cool and savoir faire in his cape and cowl and his gray underwear. Who is the hero that we like best? Gotta be the Batman, gotta be Adam West. Adam West. He's wrestled giant clams, he's been almost barbecued, but he always gets away just when you thought he was screwed. He's beaten up the Joker, the Riddler, and the others, but now his greatest foes are the folks at Warner Brothers.
Will their big budget blockbuster be a bat bomb? Will Bat fans care that Batman is also Mr. Mom? Tune in tomorrow to learn the rest.
Cause I'll be watching Batman, Batman starring Adam West. Adam West. Adam West. Adam West.
Adam West.
Naturally, you didn't know I was wearing my special Super Thermal B long underwear.
All right, kids and kittens, welcome back to Just Killing Time here on Radio TFI and the Radio TFI streaming network. We're trying to put everything together here. We're having a technical bit of a nightmare here. Bill Fancher, you're back on the air. Good morning, Bill. Welcome back for the big hour too. How you doing there, Pally boy?
Oh no,
Yay.
we'll see.
And we're bringing in from the bullpen because we need some extra strength today. Ladies and gentlemen, number 1 in your program and number 8 in your heart. John, you there, pal?
I'm here. I got to
Okay.
tell you guys, as much as seriously, that was the most obnoxious damn song I have heard in my era on Radio TFI.
Challenge accepted.
Yep.
God.
Yippers.
Damn.
Well.
That was
it's Batman.
Jeez.
Okay. I'm Batman. Go ahead, John.
Well, guess what? What? I'm the goddamn penguin. So.
Oh, that's for damn sure.
All right.
Exactly.
Anyway, we're back here. It's hour number 2 here on the big Radio TFI. We're broadcasting with 27 watts of power today.
And one hand behind our back.
D-cell batteries.
We have that many?
With one hand behind our back. That is absolutely correct. That is correct, John. We're using half of that power to connect.
Good Lord.
To connect to John. It's
don't touch your tongue to the battery.
Feed the damn squirrel.
Yeah, the squirrels. We'll take care of them soon enough, John.
Jesus.
All right, so I think what we're going to do is somebody's going to... John, I'll give you the honor to cue the band.
Must I cue the band?
It's on this date where we look back at notable happened on this date. Today is July 28th. Many things have happened on July 28th. Let's get going. On this day in 1896, El Ciudad Miami was incorporated, and we've never been happier since. This is going to throw you all back. Bill saw the video part of this earlier, but here you go.
Grab a bucket and mop. Rub the bottom and top. There is nothing so clean as my burger machine. With a broom and a brush, clean it up for the rush. Before you open the door, or shine on the floor. When we finish one day, start all over again. Tell me what does it mean? How did it break you?
On this day in 1900, the hamburger was created by Louis Lassing in Connecticut. How about that? That was a long way in. I could not help but play that.
It was.
That commercial, by the way. It's from 1971. And if you see the commercial, go on YouTube. You'll find it. It features a very young John Amos from Good Times and Roots and all that. Anson Williams. from Happy Days, and a bunch of faces
Foxy.
you've seen all over TV in the movie. That's right. That's right, Bill. Thanks for playing along.
And then John Amos went ahead to open McDowell's.
That's right. He opened
McDowell's.
McDowell.
McDowell. Yeah.
Coming to America, which, by the way, had the greatest cameo ever. As Eddie Murphy.
That was a fabulous movie, period.
Yeah, it was a great movie. But the best was the cameo. Eddie Murphy and the girl are walking along the waterfront, and they come across two homeless guys, and he throws them a bunch of money.
Oh.
Mortimer, we're back.
Don Amici and
We're back,
and
Mortimer. We're back.
Yeah.
Ralph Bellamy.
Ralph Bellamy and Don Amici playing the brothers.
Don Amici.
From,
Trading
greatest cameo ever. All right. Let's move on. This day in 1928, the 9th Summer Olympic Games opened in Amsterdam, the Netherlands, my home country.
Damn.
For all you MAGAs out there, I know this was a sad day for you. In 1943, Italian fascist dictator Benito Mussolini resigns, but the trains kept running on time. So,
yeah, he resigned.
Well,
all
that's
right.
good for them.
It was good for them. Yeah, the hard way. Moving on. On this date in 1971, Gold Glover Brooks Robinson commits 3 errors in the 6th inning. Brooks was like automatic, and to do it
that must have been half of his errors. Half of his errors for his career in one inning.
Exactly. Again. No. Hit the wrong button. And on this day in 1984, the games of the 20th Olympiad in Los Angeles, California. Moving on this day in 1901, and we lost him in 1986, Rudy Valley was born.
Yay.
And if you don't know who Rudy Valley is, well, that's
too bad for you.
He's actually, there's a Batman connection there. We'll talk about that in just a little bit.
Yeah.
In 1929, Jacqueline Bouvier Kennedy Onassis was born.
Yay!
Again, sadly, we lost her in 1994. Turning 81 years old today, former senator from New Jersey, Bill Bradley. Also part of that great 1969-1970
former NBA
with
star.
the Knicks. Absolutely.
Him, Willis Reed.
He's 79 years old today. Jim Davis. I'll say it again. Jim Davis turned 79. Anybody want to take a guess on who Jim Davis is?
Bob Davis's son.
Creator of Garfield.
Oh, okay. That's why I recognize the name. I just couldn't think what.
Turning 77 to. We're having video issues here. Turning 77 years old today. Can you believe it? Sally Struthers.
Sally Struthers!
Come on, dear little girl.
How you doing here?
Turning. Turning 60 years old. Say Lori Loughlin from Full House. She also did a little time in a Who's Gal for because her daughter was too stupid to get into a real
They're
college.
too stupid to get in school.
And finally, turning 61 years old.
I was going to say that was a college scandal, wasn't it?
That's right, the college scandal. And finally, turning 61 years old today, everybody's favorite Republican, Liz Cheney. And that's going to do it for On This Date for this date. Thanks for playing our game. We'll be back with more next week because we just dig it, don't we? Now, I want to get
Well, that
back
was a
to
real cluster fudge.
Oh, you promise?
Now, by the way, for those of you, that's John Shannon on the phone who's joining us. Now, I mentioned that Rudy Valley has a Batman connection. Anybody want to take a shot at what that is?
He wrote the song. I don't know.
Bueller.
Did he play a villain on Batman?
He played a villain on Batman. Yes, he did.
I'm trying to think of who the hell it would have been.
Yeah. What are you picturing, John?
I can almost picture him in a Riddler outfit, but I don't think that was it.
No.
Well, something close to that, though.
She got it.
Lord Fogg.
Right, Diane got it. Lord Fogg.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Lord Fogg.
Oh.
The dynamic duo makes a trip to Londinium. They brought the Batmobile and everything over. It was a whole
Of course.
And Lord Fogg and Lady whatever. But Rudy Valley, the great Rudy Valley, because at the time it was a great thing to play a Batman villain. They all
yeah,
wanted to do it.
they're hammering at the door
Liberace played a Batman
to be a
villain.
Batman villain. Yeah, I remember that.
Milton Berle played a Batman villain. Louis the Lilac.
Uh-huh.
And but anyway, there's your minor trivia for today. That,
Joan Collins, I'm reminded.
The Siren. Now she's looking up things. Is she looking up things or doing it from memory?
She's doing it from memory. She has great knowledge to this kind of stuff.
Well, that great to hear, especially from a young lady. We
Tallulah Bankhead.
Tallulah Bankhead. She played the Black
Widow.
Widow. She played the Black Widow.
That's right.
Oh yeah. And to see 80-year-old Tallulah Bankhead.
Diane says it's so.
To see.
Diane says it's so. I'm taking it to the bank.
Right.
Seriously.
To watch 80-year-old Tallulah Bankhead exchange blows with Adam West, it was something. It was something. Anyway, we're moving on from that. Let's continue.
Oh.
Excuse me.
You got a hairball there, Bill?
Yeah, I
Let's
think
move
so.
on.
It's my Garfield hairball.
Yeah, no, that was Ed. A little Vaseline will take care of that, Ed.
Oh, that. Well, he's used to playing with Vaseline.
Go out in the backyard and eat some grass. That usually takes care of it for my cats. This has got to be some kind of whatever it was. We need to remember how to do this so it shuts Ed up for a few minutes. I think it shut all of us up. Hello, Bueller? Bueller?
It is just berserk today, as it has been the last couple of weeks. I promise you, folks, we're going to get off StreamYard. I just have to find a suitable replacement.
Yeah, because this is some shit.
But anyway, man, they do it intentionally, folks. They do it.
All right, get a hold of me here and.
You are fined 1 credit for a violation of the verbal parameters.
What's your language, bud? From here.
Oh, by the way, boys, thank you. Okay, John.
I think we just lost the dog again.
That was John Shannon. We lost the dog. We'll try to reconnect with him a little later. Thanks again. I want to thank both of you guys for just being totally quiet while I was choking and not doing anything.
I was trying to talk. I don't know if anybody heard anything.
Yeah, it's not how you say it, it's what you say. Where was I? I was
okay, never mind.
Oh, Olympics. No. Did you have there? We're cutting it out here. Let me try that again. Bill, did you happen to the opening ceremony from
No.
Paris? You did not. It was very interesting. Nope. I gotta say, I've watched.
Didn't give a shit.
I'm just not even gonna. You're doing it on purpose now, and it was very interesting the way they did it. I don't agree with all the content, but the way they did it, they had the athletes.
Nobody got torpedoed.
No, not this time. They kept the Germans at bay, and but it was, and instead of doing like in normal times where they bring the athletes into the stadium, then there's a whole show. It all happened at the same time, and it was interesting. Some of it I didn't care for, but overall, I think they did a fantastic job of. And it was nice for a change to see the athletes. They didn't have to walk for all that and stand. Well, they were standing, but look, you get some athletes who aren't exactly your weightlifters. They're not walkers. They make it in and they make it to their chair and that's it. So some of your bigger boys and girls, they're not really. And then I watched some sports. I watched some of the events yesterday, and I watched some soccer, which again,
you communist.
My goodness, these people get hit with a flying. That's Mr. Communist to you. But heaven forbid they get hit with a blade of grass. Oh, they're down on the ground. You'd think they'd had a leg amputated.
They're wearing the ear pillow too.
Oh yeah. It's I watched, and I guess I had seen it before, but I didn't really. Handball. Handball is not what you think it is. Well,
That's a freaking like Olympic sport.
No, not the handball you're thinking of, sir. Not the handball you're thinking. You're thinking of off a wall and two guys.
I'm thinking something really scary.
Picture playing hockey. 6 aside, goaltender on each side. It's kind of a hybrid between hockey and basketball. You have a small
and lacrosse,
which you can. Yeah, but you don't have any sticks or nothing. You can pass the ball. There's an area you cannot step into, and each team seems to average about 30 goals per game. You have 4 quarters. Was kind of interesting, but I could definitely see myself falling asleep during it because I did.
Somebody just making that crap up.
No, it's for real.
No, I ain't buying
now,
it.
Water polo is a game I've never understood.
Oh God.
I watched water polo.
Could you be any more gay?
I could be if you'd like. But I got to charge you for it.
No. Thank you.
I was sampling what the United States has to offer here. So, water
Guess you
polo,
were.
of course, as we all know, water polo is very unfair to the horses.
Yes, it is. Because they have a hard time with those snorkels and the mask.
I will say one thing about water polo. It is amazing that they tread water the whole time. And especially the goalkeepers. You're just treading water the whole time.
Well, you jump off a sinking ship, you'll tread water for a long time too.
I understand, depending on what your what's your motivation. I get
That's
that.
exactly
I get
it.
that. But I have one for the gays here. All I'm saying is that if Trump was really friends with the gays, one of them would have fixed his wig and makeup by now. Anyway,
That's for damn certain.
so anyways,
okay, here I came. Hold on a second. I came across something the other day, and now I know why Trump uses so much orange makeup. He's a reptilian alien. He's a reptilian alien. He's a reptilian.
Really?
Yep.
Is that your final answer?
Watch his eyes when he blinks. Watch his eyes. They're not his eyes, they're gills.
Oh, this.
Uh-huh.
So anyway, I watched about 10 minutes of equestrian.
Oh
Dressage.
God of mercy. Oh God.
Now, imagine other athletes have to bring their equipment with them. I mean, if you're but now as in a course, everything that goes with the horse. I mean, I watched the older horses. These are like 9 years old, 10 years old. You know what else I watched? Surfing.
Surfing?
The surfing is not in Paris.
I would imagine not.
Now, what surfing's being held?
Oh shit.
Tahiti. You're just gonna keep rolling now, aren't you? Anyway, it's like 9,000, 9,500 miles from Paris, but it's the French. Ladies and gentlemen, the one as she stalks her prey. Her prey is desperately panicking because he wants no part of success.
He successfully eluded the predator.
So yeah, the surfing is kind of weird. You get 3 guys out there at the time, 3 competitors, and they have a yes, and all right. You've got 3 people out there at the time.
See, I'd like to make some of these sporting events a little more.
Ladies and gentlemen, no, I was going to say something. I'm not going to say it.
Water polo, they should be playing with
I am
piranhas in the pool.
Yeah. I watched women's judo for about 4 seconds.
What were you staying up till like 4 o'clock in the morning to watch this stuff?
NBC's got channels all over the place. I got Peacock, man. I can watch.
Oh yeah,
whatever I want,
okay,
when I want.
that'll do it. I forgot about Peacock advertising everything.
This morning I woke up to women's mountain bike racing.
Yes, I came out into the living room. There's Barb watching mountain bike. Well, she's not watching it. It was on the TV.
Yeah. So and we got 2 more weeks of thrills and I
We'll
watched
wait
a
till
little
the
bit of
real
men's
sports
basketball, Germany
start.
versus Japan. And there was a very Caucasian man on the Japan team. And I know the eligibility rules can be a little funky. You know, if a great-great-grandparent, visited Tokyo once, sometime in the 1900s, then you qualify to play for that team. And I understand that a lot of basketball players are playing for their quote-unquote home country because they ain't good enough to play for Team USA. And, but they were saying the competition was during the Dream Team days in the 90s when you had Jordan.
The whole team was a bunch of Hall of Famers.
And a lot of these NBA now named for their home. Germany looked pretty Deutschland written on, which I find. I don't know what I think of it. What do you think of it? It really doesn't matter.
I think you're speaking German now, Ed.
That's what in and out of coming in out of technical difficulties here. So what I think we're going to do here is so we've reached a point now where it's almost unintelligible for us. So we're going to
you got better.
We're going to end yeah, we're going to end things a little early here today. I don't want to do this, but the technical stuff is just getting it. Let's do this. Let's make it official. That's going to send us on our merry little way. I will go into major surgery later, try to edit this together to make it sound somewhat intelligible. It wasn't what I was aiming for, but hey, it's okay. It's the Alley Cat, kids and kittens. So for Bill, for John, I'm Ed. See ya.